Hello there, this is Jay here with Jay's Vintage Junk, and we're back with my Sony MSX machine. As you remember, let me find my screwdriver, there it is. As you remember, I swapped out all these RAM chips, I removed all these from the board and replaced them with these sockets, and I found out that 3 of the RAM chips were bad. And what I've done is, as we remember, these here are, go on focus, there we go, these are 4116s, and I only had one spare 4116, and actually when I tested that in the end it actually turned out to be bad. So what I've done is I have fitted 3 4164s. There we go. Now these wouldn't normally work in this position because these have they have a -5 volt connection, which I think is, oops, where are we? Let me try and get my, these have a -5 volt connection there, they have a +12 volt connection there, and 5 volt comes in there. As where on these, that pin's not used. That's your 5 volt connection there, and that is a unused, in this application, that pin there will be an unused address line, which I actually want to tie high. So we'll leave the 5 volts there, we strap it across to that pin there, so that gives the chip its 5 volts line. Ground's in the same place and all the other data lines are in the same place. And that pin there is just not connected. And the way I've done that at the moment is I've made these little adapters up. And all that is an IC socket, and I won't take them out of the board because they're a bit of a tight fit, and it's a bit difficult to do one-handed with holding this camera. And I used a piece of that stuff, so it's just that stuck in the bottom of a one of them, with a couple of legs cut off, a couple of legs bent over, and that's about it really. So it's just that and that. I've made them little adapters up, and that allows me to plug that 4164 RAM in them positions. I'm actually considering making 8 of them little adapters up and keeping them in my spares box, just so when I'm working on computers in the future, if I want to replace a bank of 8 4116s with 4164s, I can just try them in them sockets and see if it works, see if it clears the fault. I think that might be a good idea for the future, and they only take about 5 minutes each to make up. So I've made 3, I'll make another 5 of them, and hopefully that should do it. Now, just changing that RAM didn't fix it, no. You remember me saying about how horrible and nasty this board is to work on? Well, I went over my work again, couldn't find anything, went over it again, and I found an intermittent break in one of the tracks. When I put my meter probes on it, it actually made continuity. It wasn't until I tried in a slightly different position I found out that there was a break there, so I had to put yet another bodge wire on, which took it up to 4. I tried it again and I got a better image, but there was still graphical corruption there. I could see what things were, but there was still characters in the wrong place, so I went over it yet again. And I found yet another intermittent line, so it now has 5 bodge wires on the back, which is absolutely atrocious. I'm absolutely sick of it. The board's just horrible to work on. The tracks lift for fun, but so it's got the 5 bodge wires on, and it does work now. Now I'll just give you a quick demonstration of what it should actually do. So we'll switch our monitor on. Let that warm up. There we go. I don't know if this is going to focus on this. Is it going to lock on it? I don't know. It did last time. Let's put power on the computer. There we go. Look. MSX version there. Sony high bit. Come on, see if we can lock into the screen. Come on, be nice to me. No, it's not wanting to lock into that today. But as you can see, it's working. It's all there. I'll just power this off again. So yeah, that's fixed the fault. I haven't so far done anything about that. I'm probably just going to, I'm not going to take the IC out because it is working, and with the nightmare I've had with this board, I really don't want to do any more damage to it. So what I'm probably going to do is just clean up all that corrosion there on the outside, perhaps paint something over where I've exposed the tracks, put a little bit of de-ruster on them, couple of really rusty pins, and I'll leave that one as it is for now. Obviously in the future if I have to change it, I have to change it. But I think I'll leave it like that for now anyway. And yeah, other things I've done. I replaced 3 capacitors there. Because I knew what for a fact one of them was in the 5 volts line, I think. No, it was 12 volts line, I think. And I would just rather be safe than sorry, so I just swapped it. The one I took out, it wasn't exactly bad. I can't say it was in full health, but it wouldn't have really caused any problem. But just for peace of mind and for like the 20p they cost, I've just and the fact that they did, one of them at least did get a little, yeah, there, it did get a little bit caught with the soldering iron while I was trying to desolder. I was trying to mop up some solder with a solder wick, and yeah, I caught that. So just for completeness, I did swap all them 3 out. I have tested a fair few of them with my ESR meter, and I couldn't find any wrong. Actually, this thing seems really good for capacitors. They're mostly like that one's fine. That group there, all tested out fine. That one there that's next to the video processor, that handles the main 5 volt rail, that's absolutely spot on. I've not done anything on the power board yet. I will give that a quick check over, but I've checked all the voltages coming off it and they're all absolutely spot on, so I'm not expecting any major issues with that. So that's pretty much it for now. I will seeing I don't have any 4116s, I think I'll use them, and what I will do is I'll take them out them sockets. I will cut, I will where am I? I will cut that pin off there. I will bend that pin up across the top of the chip, and I'll solder a little link wire from there, from that pin on that side to that pin. I'll then just insert them straight in the socket. So that's basically doing what the adapter does, just on the chip, and I will stick them in there, and I will leave them in there for now. I might, if I ever find any of the correct chips, fit them. What I could do, if I really want to do, was modify the board and actually cut the tracks on the board, and then I could just put straight 4164s straight in the board. But well, I don't know. It's modifying a board. It is already pretty hacked up with all the bodge wires I've had to put on there. I'm undecided. I think I'll just bend the chip pins up for them from now, stick them in there and get this thing working, because I've got a big box of MSX tapes I've not touched in years, and I really want to have a play with some of the old games. So I think I'll just get them shoved in them sockets and modded up, and leave it at that really for now. Right, I'm going to leave this at that. I'm probably going to do another quick video later on when I've got this thing all reassembled and got it playing a game so you can actually see it working. Okay, thanks for now, and goodbye.